Great. So it looks as though most people are on the mediums. Let's have a look in race director, shall we? Everyone's on the mediums, except for Nadim. He's going for the undercut. I don't know why I'm trying to line up properly, I'm sorry, but it's just I'm immersed now. Oh, Nadim's... I can't even see the donuts, because I'm stuck lining up on the grid. This is amazing. Can you stop? Can you not?
Okay.
I'd like to retire from this race and watch the race, because unfortunately I can't.
Oh.
And I can't retire from the start of the race, because my car's going to be in the way of other drivers. So apologies everyone, but we're not going to see the first lap of the race. I've got to get through a lap of this race and retire in the pits. This is so... Well, oh no, Pinex is out of the session. We've had a lap 1, turn 1 incident, and now Pinex has found himself out of the session. Our champion from last season, CTAC Pulse, possibly involved in that incident. I am doing my best to commentate whilst I'm trying to get around the race and get into the pits. We're going into the hairpin so far. Only Pinex out of the session, though it's like a standstill. Oh, Nadim almost having contact with the driver ahead of him. I believe it's over 9,000 ahead of him, but so far those softs are working out for the Aston Martin driver. Finds himself up into 10th place now. I'm trying to multitask and drive and commentate with what I can see ahead of me, but I can't see if the leader has changed. It has. Webby is in the lead of the race. I don't know why I'm trying to avoid the corner cut. Webby is in the lead of the race, and Fat Cat Batman, there has been a spin. Fat Cat Batman is losing positions. He is falling so far down the order. He is now down into 11th place. And we'll see me, the commentator, drive by. Fat Cat potentially involved in an incident. Webby puts in the fastest lap of 1:19.3. Into the pits I go, and I can now retire from the session and commentate for you guys, as I probably should be doing. Not probably, properly should be doing. Please let me get out of this. Thank you. Webby into the lead, Mousy into second place with a time penalty. What has happened for him? This is going well. He's got 5-second time penalty. Potential for speeding in the pit lane or a severe collision with a driver in front of him, which will likely be the second one, the latter of those two options. So unfortunately, I believe my maths will involve that Mousy and Pinex were involved in an incident. Very unfortunate. We'll have to see in the reports later on now. Mousy half a second behind. Now 5 seconds can be a huge loss for him, as he still has to serve that. Only 5 and 10-second time penalties can be served in the pits, whereas 3 and 2-second time penalties are only for corner cutting, and well, actually 3 seconds are the only ones you can get. 3, 5, 10, and 3s you cannot serve under any circumstances during a race.
Well, your car is still on the track, by the way, that
I just retired in the pits. It was on stream. You can't penalise me. It's in the runoff area now. And, okay, fastest lap goes to Lava now. As Denrod is fighting with It's Over 9,000 going down the main straight, Denrod now finds himself up into 7th place. Brilliant overtake by the Haas driver. Fat Cat Batman with a 1:34. Fat Cat, who unfortunately qualified in 2nd place. Nadim, what's happened to you? You were up into like 9th place, I swear.
That's fine.
Why are you on hard compound tyres? Mr. Nadim, what happened? Give me tyres. Yeah, you're on. Why are you on hards? Live commentary during the race. What happened?
This is my strategy. I'm gonna try to go to the end.
Oh, you just pitted lap 1.
Yes, so I am to do that already.
That's a bold strategy. I am intrigued to know if that's going to work out. If we go slightly ahead, we've got Trexie. There's a 3-car battle. In fact, Trexie and Rebellious trying to fight it out going into the swimming pool section. Is now Lewis has lost the entirety of his front wing. Lewis now is forced to pit now. Trexie all over the gearbox of the McLaren driver. This is a race to forget. This is a weekend to forget for the McLaren duo. Very unfortunate start for their race. Now Rebellious, whilst Trexie may have that open and clear air, Rebellious just 0.3 behind Nadim Jr. with a 1:10.5 fastest lap time on those hard compound tyres. Pardon me, I am burping and I don't know why. That was an experience and a half for lap one. I should do that more often. I kind of want to race more often and commentate from the car. That was definitely fun. And Denrod, what has happened? Denrod's not got front wing. The curse of Monaco, where drivers are destined to lose their front wing because it's Monaco, and who doesn't love losing their front wing in Monaco? Oh, the torches. Well, it's Monaco, so, you know, there's going to be some overtakes here and there, but for the most part, we get to watch if our drivers are consistent in keeping it out of the wall. Of course, I'd like to see this happen. But so far, Webby up to first place, 1.5 seconds ahead of Mousy, and that gap is climbing. Has Mousy got damage potentially? No, it doesn't appear as though he's got damage. He does have the pressure of lava behind him, who now receives a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Multiple warnings. Apparently the closest fight is Mousy and Lavas. We have a yellow flag out for a Ferrari driver, Rebellious, unfortunately, into the runoff area. I don't remember the name of that corner, but the one right before the final corner is the best way I can think of describing it. Now, Fat Cat up in 6th place, still down by 5 positions, but still an improvement nonetheless. Nadim, who's gone for a very, I have to say, a strategy I never thought I would think anyone would try and pull off, but, you know, it's Nadim, and he's going to try and pull it off. So he's gone for the soft compound tyres to start the race, and then pitting first lap for hard compound tyres and taking them all the way to the end of the race. I'm now curious to know if that's going to work. Lava still the only driver within a second of the car ahead of him. Lovely helicopter cam as we go through this next section. I don't know the name of the section, my bad. Into the swimming pool chicane though, or the swimming pool section, I know that much. Or is this a swimming pool section? No, the one before it was a swimming pool section. I know my corners. We got Fat Cat Batman, okay. The internet troubles, lovely. 0.6 seconds, 0.7 seconds now behind It's Over 9000. Webby with so far a stellar start to the race, starting from 8th position now up into 5th place. Unfortunately, this is Monaco, so overtaking will be very risky. Only one DRS straight, and that is the main straight, and whilst you may have DRS, these cars are wide as hell, so if you pull off an overtake down that main straight, congrats. That was risky, that was bold, that was brave, that was brilliant. I can't think of any other adjectives that start with a B. Nadim now making an overtake through the tunnel section. Okay, there are now 2 places you can overtake, the tunnel section and the main straight. Well done, Nadim, now up into 8th place. Oh, It's Over 9000 having a terrible exit out of that corner. I will get a track map up, okay? If you really want corner numbers, give me a moment. Monaco track map with corner numbers. Oh, shut up, Google. because there are now 7 corners after that. So, how is everyone doing? I feel like a conversation is worthy whilst we sit here and enjoy the view of our drivers racing around the dusk skies of Monaco, because someone got the setting wrong and didn't set it to official times. This is boring. Yeah, welcome to Monaco. It's Mousie's in the pits for the hard compact tyres and a fresh front wing. Place your bets, folks. How many front wings do you think will need to be replaced? I kind of want to have a look at the race director after the race. I reckon we're going to have at least a dozen front wings changed. I think we're already there, to be honest. No, we're at half a dozen right now. Why am I on the leaderboard? It really is. I understand why. It looks weird. Doesn't make sense. Fat Cat Batman now up into 4th place. Pretty decent recovery drive considering he qualified in 2nd place. Involved in a first lap incident, I believe. Yeah, it was first lap incident because I was still on the track. And unfortunately found himself very far back. Denrod not having a race to remember. Now 24 seconds, 25 seconds behind the pack, pardon me. Let's go on board with Webby, our current race leader for Alfa Romeo. I won't say anything to jinx them. Don't you worry, if the Alpha TPs are watching the stream, I'm not going to say anything to jinx them, but I have to say, Webby has been on point consistently this season. He's always been pushing and he's very quick. I have to say I'm quite impressed with the pace that he has. I think Alfa Romeo have done well to get him contracted into their seat, to their car for the season. In fact, I believe Webby is contracted into next season as well. Possibly unconfirmed. I might have just spilled some secrets that don't exist anymore, exist at the moment. But certainly a driver to keep an eye on. Now I have... Yeah, there's the jinx. Now, I said it, I'm not jinxing, I'm just saying he's a promising driver. As Fat Cat has retired from this session, he's gone out with Nadim. You'll be the next to find him. He's come out of the corner. What corner is that? That is corner 11, or 10, sorry. Raskas, that is the same corner where Bellius unfortunately lost the front left tyre in qualifying. Fat Cat now finds himself out of the session. And Mousy the Cheese with a 3-second time penalty. Nadim, it's down to you. No pressure, buddy, but Aston Martin are looking to you for points.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're approaching 1/3 of the way there, so you got a long way to go. No pressure.
Already hit it. Nobody from me hit it. So that's interesting to see what happens. I feel like I got a lot of pace.
Do you know what the pit window is for medium tyres on this track?
I don't know what it is. Not long ago, you lose a lot of time.
Cthulhu, you're a race engineer. Would you happen to know? Can you spill a little secret? That's not much of a secret as to when, roughly, the pit window opens up, because the game has been nice enough not to show that just yet, because I was racing. As now we get to that point where... Oh, Nadim, beautiful corner cutting. Did you not get a warning for that?
I did.
My god, you really are trying to catch up to the competition ahead of you, aren't you?
I am really trying.
Pushing the limits, and pushing the limits into the wall. Nadim now losing his front wing with a stellar, very interesting pit strategy. Now, unfortunately, will find himself in 9th place, potentially 8th place. But now onto the mediums. Those mediums are not going to make it to the end of the race, surely. See, this is why you can't sit in the commentary box. You get too in tune to what I'm listening to. Saying, sorry.
Yeah, probably.
Would you like me to throw you into the Aston Martin box?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You got this. You win these.
Yeah, dude.
I think. Maybe.
Maybe.
But interestingly, we have got a lot of gaps forming. We've got Webby 3.5 seconds ahead of Lava, and then 11 seconds splitting Lava to Drexy. But behind them, we've got a 12.5 second gap splitting 6th and 5th place, which means over 9,000 has half a pit stop lead over 6th place, which will certainly be a huge help in the pit stop strategy. As it's over 9,000 now, pits for a new front wing. Onto the hard compound tyres. You love Monaco with Wait. Mousy the Cheese is out of the race.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
No. This is recent. Pimax DNF first, took turn 1, then I DNF'd I retired in the pits. Fat Cat lost it out of Rasgas. No,
it was like 5 laps ago, Darkness.
Nah, I can't have been. Mousy, what lap did you die on? I can't have been this. No, because I watched It's Over 9,000 pit, and I swear Mousy was still in the race then. As Lava now pits for hard compound tyres. Oh, very close between Lava and Rebellious. Fortunately, Lava was ghosted, so there was no collision between the two drivers. Mousy claims it was between 11 and 12. Probably, something like that. I think Mousy just died. As Lava's now unfortunately disconnected from the session.
He's stuck on the
track. He's stuck on the corner, but he's ghosted. I am spectating him. He is ghosted at the moment. No, he's ghosted. But he's apparently in the pits, though, as well. I'm very confused. Are we gonna have to bring out a red flag? Is this a potential red flag?
Let's see who pits anything.
We'll have to see, yeah.
I think if he left in the middle of the pits, then yes. But he's on track, so I don't know.
It says he's in the pits, but on the mini-map, he's on the track. As It's Over 9,000 does very well to avoid a collision with him, even though he is ghosted. He does also avoid the pit wall, the Pirelli walls. We'll have to see who is the first driver to dive in the pits. But we do have a fight, Nadim and Lewis. Lewis, after losing his front wing in an incident somewhere at the start of the race. I want to say it was like lap 7 or something like that. Oh, Nadim, you were ghosted on my screen.
What? Connection issues, maybe?
Possibly. Is Lava stationary on your screen as well, minimap?
Yeah, he is.
Cthulhu, if you are still listening, I believe you're race engineering, aren't you? Could you please let me know if this is the issue on other people's screen as well? And if you are race engineering, please be sure to let them know it is a ghosted car. There is no fear of colliding with him. As Nadim is up into 5th place, but I'm so confused because on my screen it looked like it ghosted through the car. Thank you, Cthulhu. God, I love EA. Honestly, they make the best games. Thank you, EA, for making the best games for us with no anti-cheat, because you're terrible at making games. Unless they're baking games. Yes, they bake now. I was asking Cthulhu if Lava on our screen is in the pits, but his car is on the track ghosted. Is he there for everyone else? Or is it just an issue on my screen? As the Demon finds his way up into 4th place now. Master EA Baker. It's great. But Lava is still everyone, okay. So everyone sees him on the track.
And that all depends on when the first guys pit again.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens. It's literally the best thing we can do, because right now he's not impeding anyone. He's not caused any incidents where we require a red flag. However, we have seen in the past, I'm going to stop spectating him because that's boring as hell. It's Monaco, it's all boring. But I suspect the first person to pit will likely get stuck in the pits. And
It all depends. Maybe your Trexie pitted yet?
no one's pitted yet. Oh, no, yeah, no one's pitted yet.
You'll see then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Webby with a 16.5 second lead to driving up a 2 Trexie. Rebellious just 5.5 seconds behind, and Nadeem, who unfortunately lost his front wing, has found himself back up into 4th place with 4 lap old mediums. Are you gonna go for a soft, hard, medium, soft?
Possibly.
As the Haas driver Denrod getting out of the way for Webby now being lapped.
We're catching everybody by a mile.
To go on board with you. There we go.
That makes me pressure. Get away from me, please.
You watching the stream?
Nah, that's gonna give me commentators, guys. Get away from me.
Don't do it, Perez. Don't follow the throttle, and
Nah, get away from me. You want somebody to follow up by me. You make me nervous.
Oh, we do have our first in the pits. Tracy is in the pits. Now let's just pray that there is no bugs that will stop him in the pits. He's got the hard compound tyres. It is a very quick stop for the AlphaTauri driver. Rebellious as well in the pits. Very good stops for the two of them. And they have made it through the pits successfully. So, Lava is still in the pits and his ghosted car is on the track, but fortunately, it will not be an issue for anyone as Rebellious comes out spinning and potentially, I don't know, we can't see if he got damaged, but I think he did tap the wall there. But Nadeem now up to 3rd place with those fresher mediums, though eventually will drop off a cliff. Nadeem, I am definitely interested to know what kind of strategy you are going to go for in this situation.
We'll see. Webby's in the pits.
Webby is in the pits. I mean, he does have a 36 second lead to the drivers behind. But currently, Webby, now onto the hard combat tyres, will maintain his 1st place. Coming out of the pits with Trexie going into the final corner now. Webby half a lap ahead of the drivers behind him. No. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. About a 1/3 of a lap behind. Classic Monaco, very little to talk about as we see Denrod now receiving a 3-second time penalty for multiple warning track limits. Nadeem cutting the corner again. Second warning of the session, I'm guessing.
Yep. big. Oh my god. Pretty bad. That's not how I take the corner.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
I'm putting pressure on Tracy, baby.
C-Tac in the pits. Currently, unfortunately, Lava will be disqualified as he is ghosted. He has retired from the session. But currently, every driver on the grid is going to walk away with a point for the championship. Being 1.1 second behind Trexie, his old teammate before Trexie abandoned him and signed on with AlphaTauri. No, signed on with Ferrari, I'm pretty sure, and then for AlphaTauri. Webby maintaining that 15-second lead at the moment. Into a 9,000 teammate for Alfa Romeo as we see Nadim again cutting that same corner.
They didn't give me a penalty on the first one, or on the first one. On the first time I did it, they didn't give me a warning.
Very odd.
Something's wrong. There's not ghosting through everybody as well.
Yeah. We'll have to see what everyone else is on about.
Really bad.
So, welcome to the Monaco stream, where there is so little to talk about because it's Monaco. And I get to do this for Tier 1, but hopefully Pinex will join me to commentate, which will be fun. Closing that gap now 1 second, less than a second behind Trexie. Fortunately, was not within that 1 second limit before the DR zones will not have drag reduction system enabled. Oh no! Why can't Pinex join for the commentary? Ah, okay. Deem now 0.8 seconds behind. I might just deafen so you don't listen to my commentary to Deem whilst you're fighting.
Oh, that's good.
I don't want to...
I can't fight though, it doesn't matter though because I'm ghosting everybody. If I get to him, like, I can just go through him or something. You'll see it in a second if I get close to him. I don't know what's happening in the game, but ghosting through it. That might be our internet because I have like those 3 dots next to the side of me.
What do you mean 3 dots?
Like, you know, the connection issue, right? Where it shows you.
Yeah. Sinead saying the Deem at least try and respect the track limits. It does look like you're abusing them, to be fair. But
No, it's weird.
yeah, the game is like half letting you slide, half just penalizing you. It's really weird. The game, I think, has just been bugged since the get-go for the race.
1 second.
Darkness, something is wrong.
What's wrong?
Something's really wrong.
Are you still phasing through everyone?
Not only that, but everybody around me is like twitching.
That'll probably just be classic EA connections. Track limits are set to straight because we have seen a few people get penalties.
No, it's definitely shared,
Yeah.
but the game is just bugged.
Yeah, EA, buy the DLC if you want to have anti-cheat, and buy the DLC if you want to have track limits properly. Buy the DLC if you want to overtake as well. Honestly, that's what it feels like sometimes.
I feel like I'm coming every corner and the game is just like, nope.
Sinead's made actually a very good suggestion to verify your game files after the race.
Bro, what the hell is going on? Now Trixie's behind me on my screen.
Trexie is still 0.6 ahead of you.
I don't see him. On my screen he's not here. What's happened to my game? Darkness.
I don't know. I mean, it did say on my screen migrating host before my game then crashed. But I wasn't host, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't think you'll host anymore, though. I think that at the start of the race, it just did not want you to be host.
But it bugged something else in my game.
You've been hacked, Skynet.
13.
They're real. ChatGPT, the one thing we thought would never come to haunt us, is now haunting Phoenix and your game.
How's Webby doing?
Webby is 19 seconds ahead of Trexie at the moment. And now you've overtaken Trexie.
What? He's back behind me.
You're now 2.5 seconds ahead. I think my game was presenting him as ahead. Maybe, I don't know. You're lapping Denrod now, aren't you?
No, on my screen he's not.
On my screen, you've got DRS, you've just gone down the main straight and you've lapped him.
On my screen he's like... Now he's here? What the hell is going on my screen?
You're in second place though, right?
says I'm in third. And there's gonna be some big problems.
I think if everyone else has experienced you ghosting, but no one else has had the issue of ghosting, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. We'll have to see.
Am I disconnected?
No, you're still racing. You're fine.
Are you sure?
You're still you're not ghosted. So you're still connected.
Do I leave?
No. Because if you are the host and it has for some reason given it back to you, we don't want you to leave and then cause another issue. I think at the moment we just kind of have to deal with it.
No, something's wrong here. I can't believe that something's wrong. Because on my screen, everybody's ghosted.
I'll have to review it with the other admins, but that's what I'm thinking as well, Joe. Joe's saying that if you're the only car that's ghosting through other cars, potentially that you'll then have to be disqualified. Because it is giving you an unfair advantage over other drivers. Can you do me a favour?
Good. Oh, now I'm not ghosting through anybody.
I was going to say, do me a favour, out of the tunnel section, don't take the corner. Because the theory is that you have no rules. You have ghosting, and you have regular corner cutting, or no corner cutting. Because you have cut it enough times, you shouldn't be penalised by now.
Are you kidding me? Did I get this close?
That's why I don't want you to do it. That's why I'm trying to think of what to do.
I can't believe I'm...
What do you mean tier 5 he was able to go backwards? Who was able to go backwards? Oh, I was calling my voicemail for some reason. Whoopsies. Apparently track C is now half a second behind you.
Now he's what he is.
Did he hit you?
No.
No, you're ghosting.
Oh, he's hit me.
Yep, he's ghosting. As soon as his car got very close to colliding with you, he ghosted.
Fucking jerk. I gotta get this close right now.
Unfortunately, you will be.
What's going on?
Yep, you ghosted. Completely ghosted.
Oh, that's lovely.
You were able to go backwards on track in tier 5 because of this.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on with my game for the last couple of 2 days.
Definitely verify your game files after this, and unfortunately, I think I'll have to agree with Joe. You do have the unfair advantage of ghosting through cars.
What? But I haven't DNS or anything.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to make a decision now. Well, I'm still technically commentating, even though there isn't much to commentate. We'll have to review it with the other admins, because I will not make the be-all and end-all decision for this matter. I feel like as soon as Lava pitted and then glitched on the track, that's when all of this started happening.
Can I just retire?
I'm thinking.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 19.
If I'm gonna get told there's no point in going on.
Keep going for a couple laps more whilst I think. I'll come back to you.
There's something really wrong. Reverb, darkness. Should we test it? Should I cut the whole chicane? On the next part.
Yeah. retire.
Yeah. That's not really. This qualified.
Very unfortunate.
Why does this happen to me, dude?
Whilst I understand where you're coming from, Sinead, to give just a 10-second penalty, is the issue of if he's got ghosting when overtaking other cars, he then has an unfair advantage over other drivers to be able to phase through them whilst they have to be careful.
The corner completely. Wait.
Oh yeah, you did. You gotta, yeah, no, definitely retire in the pits.
Oh, hell is
Because it just does not care.
Okay.
Unfortunate end for Nadim Junior Legacy.
I can't retire.
Ah, balls.
I can't even reset. I can't do anything. I can't reset the track. I can't retire. I can only quit the main menu.
Definitely don't do that. Can you even return to menu, return to game?
What do you mean? I can only quit the main menu.
No, are you stuck in the menu?
Oh no, I'm racing, dude. But I just doesn't give me the reset the track button and the stupid retire.
I'm trying to think, where's the best runoff area that you could DNF in?
I'll do it in this one. It's
3
fine.
seconds.
They're slowly doing it. There we go.
There we go. And that is the unfortunate end for... You got disqualified even. Oh no, now saying now you retired.
I can't believe what the game just did.
Bro, this game is so broken. This is insane.
Did I just run a new glitch or something?
I think you did.
Oh, well, there goes my... Nadim first versus glitch? Question mark?
Была опасна. It was scary as hell. It's just to finish. I will get some points here. How many? Like 6 plays? I need to finish like 6 laps.
Well, we have had 5 DNFs, excluding myself because I should not have been on the track in the first place.
I got disqualified.
Nadim got disqualified and retired. He got double dinged for a broken game.
Bro, I think it's because of lava that it happened, dude. Or something. Bro, that's so many points I just wasted. But what could have I done? What if I was actually driving? Like, this could have happened to maybe anybody.
Yeah.
Imagine I was leading the race and this was popping up.
Making the banner that he's just dove into the wall. You know what? I like it.
Oh.
Thankfully, I can end this game. I can end this early now. Oh no, I quit the main menu. I clicked the
Oh.
do that.
Said my racing host, who's the first person to join the lobby?
It was Fatcat.
Okay, Webby now into the pits for soft compound tires. I think he's going to try and steal the fastest lap of the race. Let's have a look at fastest lap. It's not even highlighting purple for me, but looks as though...
I had it, because I had it.
No, Fat Cat apparently has it. 1:13.4. You got disqualified. It's official now. You've been disqualified. this game, honestly, is the best. I do not recommend you purchasing this game at the cost of whatever it is put up to.
Could be true, but oh my god. But I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay? We're gonna have to speak after we start.
Yep. Hey 13 bot. Yeah, so no, we've already got, sorted that out. Nadim's been disqualified. You can see that on the stream, in fact. So, yeah, Denzel will finish 7th. Let's see, can Webby take them? I mean, Webby's definitely got the pace. I'm 2 laps to go. He's astonished me. Both Alfa Romeo drivers have completely astonished me, and I look forward to the rest of this season. 3 races to go in this season, going off to Silverstone next week, for Silverstone, sprint race at Silverstone. It's very much a lot of fun. I give up with English. Please retire from English. That is something to be noted for next season, Joe, for certain. EA seriously has to fix their problems, and realistically, they're not going to do that. So leaves us with only one choice. Now, as we see Webby coming through the final corners, corner 19, I remembered the corner's numbers across the line. Webby with a 1:11.9. That is the fastest lap of the session. 0.9 seconds, I believe, off of his lap time. No, I think 1.2 seconds off of his quality lap time, or something along those lines. So a brilliant lap by the Alfa Romeo driver. Again, apologies for a lot of the quiet spaces. It is Monaco. There isn't a lot happening on track all the time, so it can get very quiet very quickly. Tier 1 is a lot of fun. I feel like Tier 1 will have a lot more fights, between the drivers, and I certainly do look forward to it. Hopefully we don't have any issues like we did with Nadim or Lava being stuck on the track, and hopefully, you know, I don't get thrown into a seat. I mean, commentating the first lap whilst having to drive around Monaco was stressful as hell. I do not wish to do that again. Please no, ES to me. But now, as we go towards the final few corners, please correct me if I am wrong. 13 bot, that's your fault, not mine. I mean, no, it's both our fault. I'll take the blame. Commentator's curse. But for the first time in Webby's Phoenix career, he wins a race, and it's Monaco, no less, with the fastest lap. That is 26 points in the bag for Alfa Romeo. A brilliant start.
Okay, this is it for today for a couple of